This is the easiest gold XP farm for Minecraft Bedrock and will get you over 50 levels and 400 gold in under 30 minutes. Materials are on screen, so pause and let's build. The first thing you want to do is find a nice flat area to build the farm in, and we're going to dig out a 21 block strip. Next, we're going to fill in the strip with obsidian. Then we're going to grab our obsidian again, and we're going to build 22 blocks up into the air. And do the same thing on the other side. And then connect it up with another strip of obsidian to make a giant portal, which should be 21 blocks on the inside and 23 blocks on the outside. Next, we want to grab our flint and steel and light and break the portal until we have zombie piglins spawn, and we can see that they spawned on this side of the portal. So we're going to grab our blocks and we're going to create a strip of blocks going behind the portal on the side that they didn't spawn on. And then we want to place down a layer of slabs on top of those blocks. Now we can build the kill chamber on either side of the portal, so you can build it over here or you could build it over here. I'm going to build mine over here, so we're going to place down 2 blocks right here, and then we're going to dig out a strip of blocks going all the way to the other side of the portal. We're then going to come back over here now, and we're just going to grab our blocks, and we're going to build with our blocks all the way over to the end of this strip we've just dug out, and then again we're going to place down our slabs on top of those blocks. We're going to grab a water bucket now and place the water bucket at the end of this strip, and this is going to be how we flow the zombie piglins over to the kill chamber. So wherever the water ends up flowing to, we're just going to dig that block out that's underneath of it to continue our water stream. So we're going to dig this block to continue our water stream, and we're just going to go all the way over until we're all the way over here. And on this last block of the water stream, which should be the last block in the portal here, we're going to place down our sign to stop the water from flowing, and then we're going to dig out a 2x2 square, and we're actually going to remove this block right here. I built over one too many on accident. We're going to dig down 2 more blocks from here, just like this, and this is going to be where we have our AFK Trident Killer. And if you want to replace this dirt block with an obsidian, you absolutely can, because I know that will bother me if it's a dirt block. Next, we're going to dig down 2 more blocks here, just like so. We're going to grab our hoppers now, and we're going to run a hopper into this block, which is the opposite side of the portal. We're then going to run all of our hoppers into that hopper right here. Grab our mud now and place down mud blocks on top of all of those hoppers. And then we're going to dig out these 2 blocks going all the way around. However, we don't really want to disrupt our water stream, so we're just going to dig out the blocks beneath the water stream for now, like this. Once you have that area cleared out, we're going to place down a piston on this block right here, which is again the opposite side of the portal. So take your sign, place down your piston, and that's going to be where we AFK at the farm. We're then going to have our pistons in an, actually we're going to wait on that. We're going to place down a redstone torch, and then we're going to have an observer looking at that redstone torch. And then you should see the red dot. Place down a piston here so that the observer is going to power the piston. Place down a redstone torch, and then an observer looking at that torch. Piston, redstone torch, observer, and then a piston, and then a redstone torch. And then we're actually going to clear out these 2 blocks right here, and we're going to finish this off with another observer looking at that redstone torch. Go ahead and place down a lever on this piston, which again is our AFK piston. You can tell because we are looking at the sign. Go ahead and turn on this lever. It's going to start the Trident Killer. And then this is going to be how we move around the tridents to kill all of the zombie piglins. Now, if we go ahead and turn this lever off, you're going to see that the Trident Killer stops and this piston is pushed forward. If that is what's happening on your screen, then you have built it correctly. Next, we're going to grab our building blocks now, and we're going to place down building blocks in all of these air blocks around the Trident Killer. That way no baby zombies or zombie piglins can step on top of those blocks. So the inside of this chamber needs to be completely flush. We're then going to place down a fence post right here, so that way we can collect the XP, but the zombie piglins with spears will not be able to attack us. From here, we're just going to turn around and we're going to clear out these 4 blocks right here. So we have a nice little 2x2 AFK room where we can hang out. And then we're going to dig this block right here all the way up to the surface, which is across from our fence post here. Next, we're going to grab building blocks. And now this part's optional if you want to make it look nice, but I recommend just replacing these blocks now. So that way you can place down your ladders going all the way to the surface. And get rid of that one. And replace it with a trap door so nothing can get in here. But this is going to be how we get in and out of the farm. I've gone ahead and replaced all of the visible blocks with cobblestone just so we have a nice cohesive look, but you can decorate this place however you see fit. The next thing we're going to do is place down a slab right here, and this is going to allow us to crouch underneath of here, step in this corner, collect all of the XP, and we don't have to worry about being struck by zombie piglins that are carrying spears. So this slab and this fence post prevents it. If you don't have the slab, you could get struck, and if you don't have this fence, you could get struck as well. So this is our spear protection room. But yeah. Next, we're going to grab we're going to dig down 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to grab our ladders here, and we're just going to place down our ladders going all the way up. Again, we can make this look however we want in a second. And we're just going to clear out a little room here, which is going to be a 2x3, and this is going to be where we have our collection system. And then we're going to remove the roof so that this room is a 3x2x3 block tall room. And again, I'm just using cobblestone, but you can use whatever blocks you would like. If you have this room dug out correctly, you should see that hopper that we placed down earlier that's running into this block, and this is going to be where the collection system is. So we're going to replace this floor here now with building blocks on these 4 blocks, and then grab your stairs now, and we're going to place down 3 stairs going across, which is going to be where the bottom chests are. Alright, so from here we have our stairs, and we're going to remove 7 blocks. So we're going to clear this room out. Oh, we've got gravel. We're going to clear this room out so that it is a 5x7 room from this point onwards. So I'm going to dig it out and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so when it's all said and done, this room beyond the stairs should be 7 blocks long, 5 blocks wide, and 4 blocks tall. We're then going to grab our torches, and we're going to place down torches on these 2 blocks just to light up this back room so nothing spawns where our item sorters are. Next, we're going to grab our chests and place down 3 double chests in front of these stairs like you see here, and then we're going to place down another set of chests on top of those chests. Go ahead and remove these 2 blocks so that we can get in and out of the item sorting room for now. Then we're going to remove this block in front of that hopper here. Grab your hoppers now and place down 6 hoppers behind those chests, or running into those chests, sorry. So when you look at the side, all of these little hopper, like nubbin things, should be running into the chests. We're then going to grab our building blocks now and place down 3 building blocks behind those hoppers. Then we're going to place down 2 blocks right here. And then we're going to grab our redstone torches, place down redstone torches on all of these blocks. Next, we're going to grab our redstone repeaters, and we are going to place down 3 redstone repeaters running into those blocks right here. Set these to 2 ticks. Grab our blocks again and place down blocks behind those repeaters, and then 3 blocks going across here. So when it's all said and done, this is what it should look like. Next, we're going to grab our comparators and jump on top of these chests. Place down our comparators next to these hoppers, and then grab our redstone dust, and place redstone dust on top of all of these building blocks. We're then going to come back here and grab our hoppers now, and run the hoppers, crouch, and run the hoppers into each of these comparators. So again, the little nubbin should be looking at the comparator. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our dropper, and we're going to go to this side opposite of this hopper over here. And we're going to place a dropper facing downwards and remove the block beneath that dropper. If we come back up here, this is what it should look like. And now we're going to grab our hoppers, and we're going to connect the hopper chain to the trident killer, just like so. So all of the drops from the farm are going to get tossed through here, go across the hopper chain, get sorted into golden nuggets, golden bars, rotten flesh, and then all of the golden swords and gold spears are going to get dispensed into lava eventually. Now you may be wondering why we're not going to be smelting the gold swords and gold spears into more golden nuggets. After all, this is a gold farm, and the reason for that is there is no such thing as a 100% efficient item sorter, which means you're always going to have some items leak through. So like maybe 1 in 1,000 rotten flesh are not going to get sorted out, which is eventually going to clog a furnace if we were to hook this up to a furnace system. So that's why we're burning the gold tools in lava. Speaking of, we're going to grab our observers, place down 2 observers that are looking into one another, just like so that way this dispenser is going to spit out whatever is put into it, and then we're going to place down a lava bucket in that hole we mined beneath that dropper. We're then going to come back up here, and we can just go ahead and plug this up. Now I'm going to decorate this off camera, but again, you can decorate this however you would like. Now, one of the last things we need to do with the item filter is actually make it so that it is sorting items. So we're going to go to these hoppers, which are at eye level and just below the top chest, and we're going to sort out each of the drops. So we're going to grab our barrels or whatever item filter block you want, something that's not going to end up. You could use dirt, coarse dirt, sand, a named item. It's really up to you. But then we're just going to grab our gold nuggets and filter them through like this. go to the next hopper, place in the next item we want to sort. So we're going to do our item filter blocks and then gold ingots. And finally, we're just going to sort out rotten flesh, item filter blocks. And so each of these are going to tick down to 41 blocks. Now you could use 10 item sorting blocks, like 10 barrels in each of these slots, and then just one item here. However, I think it's much more reliable if you do it this way. Oh, and the reason why it ticked down to 40 instead of 41 is just because I overflowed the item filters, but don't worry about that. That is actually not a big deal. Go ahead and grab whatever items went through here. Then we're going to grab our stairs, and we're going to place down stairs upside down like this so that we can still open our chests here. And then I would recommend just going ahead and labeling them. So gold nuggets, gold ingots, and rotten flesh. Now we only have one last thing to do, and that is make the fire starter so that this thing lights and unlights itself. The first thing we're going to do is remove this block right here, and then the next 4 blocks as well, just like so. So we should have a 5-block strip from the wall. We're going to remove this block as well just to make things a little bit easier. We're going to grab our dispenser and face the dispenser towards the portal like you see here. So this is your trapdoor, this is their trident killer, and the dispenser should be facing towards the portal. We're then going to grab our building blocks now and place down building blocks all the way across here, just like so that there's a 3-block strip in the center here. We're going to grab our observers now, and we're going to place down an observer. We're going to remove this block to make it a little easier. Place down an observer so that the red dot is facing into this block, but more importantly, the face should be looking at these 2 air blocks. We're then going to place down 2 observers facing in this direction, so that it is creating a little observer clock back and forth here. We're then going to grab our blocks now, and we're going to place down blocks all the way across the back here. We're going to grab our trapdoors. We're going to place down 3 trapdoors and open them up on the side with the portal. Next, we're going to grab our lava now, and we're going to place down 3 lava buckets inside of those holes here, and you should see that the portal should automatically light. We're going to go ahead and fill this in and place down blocks on top of those trapdoors, but leave these 3 blocks open so that the lava has access to the sky. We're then going to come around here, and we're going to place in our powdered snow bucket, and then grab a lever and immediately just power this thing. Because as you can see, that is how we're powering this. So it's going to immediately spawn piglins. And if you don't stop this from going, then you're just going to get overloaded because we are not ready for piglins yet. We got to link everything up. Next, we want to return to our AFK chamber here, and we're going to grab our redstone dust and place a redstone dust next to this lever, which is going to run into this block. We're going to remove this block from our wall and place down a redstone torch. From here, we're just going to dig these 2 blocks up to the surface to create a torch tower, just like so. Place down our block, and then a redstone dust right here. And then we are going to just, we're going to go around here, just like this. Create this little, 3-block strip, and we're going to connect this up to our lever, just like so. We're then going to grab our building blocks now, and we are going to create a strip of building blocks going around here, so that way you don't accidentally fall into the trident killer. And then we're just going to clear in, or fill in this hole, so that way, our AFK chamber is nice and safe. And actually, let's just replace that so it all looks natural. And just like that, we now have everything linked up to our trident killer lever. The only thing left to do, let's replace that block. The only thing left to do is to throw our tridents into this chamber. But first, we got to manually kill all of the piglins that we spawned when building the farm. You could manually kill them with a sword down in the AFK chamber, or you can climb up here and use instant health 2 to kill them all very quickly. And then we're just going to grab our trident, and we're going to look at this piston right here and just go ahead and throw in a trident. Throw in 2 if you want it to be a little bit faster. I would recommend 2, but you could get away with just using 1. And the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to enchant a sword with looting 3 if you don't have one already. And this is awesome because all you got to do is stand there and hold it, and you're going to get the benefits of looting 3 without actually having to enchant those tridents with looting 3. So let's go ahead and turn this on. That's going to start pushing the tridents around, and we're also going to start seeing zombie piglins spawn. And yeah, as you can see, they're getting destroyed by the grinder. So this is going to go quite fast as the farm picks up in pace, as you can see already. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to AFK for 30 minutes, and we're going to see how many drops I get and how many levels I get. Yeah, this is definitely picking up speed. Alright, that was a lot of XP and a lot of drops. I think that makes it to be just under 1,000 gold ingots per hour, which is absolutely crazy. And this thing gives you so much XP, you're never going to have to worry about XP again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you in the next one.